Hi, welcome to GenX Glam here on YouTube. It is great to see everyone. If you're new to the channel, welcome. So glad you stopped in. If you're coming back, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you. I do. I don't just say that. And congratulations to our recent subscribers that took us over the hundo mark. It is fantastic that there's more than 100 of us. Do I count? Do I count it? I don't think I count. All right, there's 102 because I feel like I should count. All right, so I'm at my second round. Let's get into the video. I'm on my second round of color correcting. I've done like my under eyes and I've done basically a full round of skincare and color correcting. This now I'm just like doing like the brightening stage of my color correcting. My first round is usually to like kind of get under here and in here through my T-zone and on my lids, like tackle all of that discoloration. I use my I'm sure you guys are so sick of me talking about my NARS under eye light reflecting brightener in the shade Night Swan. And you know what? NARS has, I didn't know this, NARS has a whole like light reflecting line. They've got like a primer. They have a setting spray. I didn't know this. I don't know if it's new. I think that the light reflecting primer is new and I bought it. And I think it's going to be coming in the next couple of days. I'm super excited. It's like this, it's just like this very basic like white and black packaging, their light reflecting line. So that's coming. All right. I wanted to speak about a comment that Barb N made. Well, it wasn't a comment, it was a question. She made the question in the GenX Glam Current giveaway video, which is like a grab bag, a glam grab bag. So I will link that giveaway video to this video. So you need to go into the giveaway video, make a comment, read the rules. You have to be subscribed. You have to make a comment. You have to have a valid mailing address somewhere in the world, and just read through all the rules. They're pretty basic. If the reason you need to make a comment is because I use a random comment picker program to pick the winner, and I usually take a screenshot of that of the comment picker. You know, so and so's comment is the winner, and it has like a little trophy, and I put that up on Discord for full transparency. I know a lot of you are not on GenX Glam Discord. I will also link that server, the GenX Glam server. I know a lot of you are not there, but some of you are, and I don't know. I feel like I should archive this somewhere, and I can't do it on YouTube other than just to say it in the comments like, hey, you won. But it's a screenshot of the actual program that picks the comment and the comment. So there it is. All right, we really need to get into this because Barb N asked if I thought that on mid 60, 60 something skin, if this bronzer contour stick from Milk would be good, and then couple that with a notation of dry skin. Now I think, and I wrote back, and it's so hard, like it's so much easier in Discord to have like conversations with folks, just to like, if you just like 5 or 10 minutes, just like shooting the breeze about something like that. But I did write back in the comment, I feel like the creamiest creamy bronzer I have is this LYS stick, and it's so creamy. I think the reason that people review and say that it's a defect that the stick actually breaks off the base is because it's so creamy, and it sits at whatever temperature, you know, in our makeup bags. In my case, in the Glam Station, I'd say it's room temperature here, but I mean, the house temperature does, mom in the basement, but the house temperature does, it does fluctuate. So if it's sitting in a warmed up place and it's already super creamy, luscious stick, the infrastructure at the base is gonna give. Like, this is the reviews on this, but it's fine. I like to apply this with a brush anyway. You don't have to like swipe it like right on your skin, right? But that's just something to keep in mind. All right, so we're gonna get to those creamy bronzers in not too long. I have done, and I mentioned to Barb N that I think like a well-laid skincare would be fine with this. But if you're not gonna be able to go like like all of your hydrating products going into your skincare base, then I don't know, maybe this isn't the creamiest one around. The other one I'd like to pull out, dropping things as usual, is the NARS Creamy Bronzer, Laguna Light. This is fantastic. It's getting, you know, you see the bottom of the pan, but it's actually not, it's still pretty creamy. Let me just swatch these. Oh, this is still very creamy, even though it's getting to the bottom of the pan. All right, so we're going to do the NARS. Why do I always do this so far up? That was a fail. We're going under. We're going under. So we're going with the NARS. Oh, man. All right, it's a fail. We need to move on because we were doing so good. What I wanted, we'll come back. We're coming back to the creamy bronzer, guys. I got to get better at showing you my arm. All right, I want to go in with a sunscreen because I'm going to run errands after this, and there is some sun outside. I'm not gonna cut corners, especially since I was such a little mom yesterday. Some cute little ninth graders came by. It was like our garage door was open yesterday. I was getting ready to go out, and they introduced themselves. They're from like ninth graders from the school in our catchment here in my neighborhood, and they were just like, oh, do you have spare change? They're raising money for some cancer awareness. And so I gave them $10 and they were like so happy, and it was like kind of sunny out. And I was like, hey ladies, I'm like, you have your sunscreen on, right? As they were heading down the road, and they giggled. They're like, yeah, we have it on. So I have to practice what I preach. I'm going in with my dermatology sunscreen. It's got niacinamide in it. To me, I don't know. I feel like it's the most skincare-y one that I have. It's just a very light, sheer coverage. But man, it totally feels like skincare. It's got a slight tint to it, but that niacinamide really helps hydrate everything. So I did a couple of rounds. I was gonna say to Barb N, like, you said you had dry skin. In your skincare routine, are you using something either with essence in it, or essence as a standalone step, or a face oil? So any product like the Charlotte Glow Toner here has essence in it. Essence is that molecule we've talked about that just sucks everything in that you put on top of it. These I use a lot of, when I use essence, I use Shiseido mostly. I have a full size of this that as soon as I get through this, I'm busting it out, and I'm probably not going to buy another product with essence, but I do happen to have this one from Clarins because it came in some sort of, bundle, that one of the bundles that I've grabbed out in town from Shoppers Mart. So either a product with essence or the essence standalone. These are both essence standalone, or a face oil. The face oil right after you do your toner. And speaking of the toner, you can use a hydrating toner. You don't have to use, necessarily an alcohol-based one. Like this Fat Water from Fenty is very hydrating. I feel like this one from Charlotte Tilbury, her Glow Toner, I feel like that's also hydrating. I've got one here from Lancome, so I don't know what folks are using out there. Again, this came in I think the post-holiday bundle. So I don't know, but it's so important. The skincare is so important. And then if you want to work with a particular product, like I work with so many creamy products, like that's my jam, that I just really have to make sure that I don't skip anything. And then of course in your moisturizer, those gelatinous ones are more for people with oily skin. So we like dry or normal or combo, stay away from those. I use Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream today, but again, as long as you're not using one that is meant for people with oily skin, right, then you're probably doing okay. All right, so there we go. We've got that down. I haven't even told you yet what I wanted to focus on in this video besides the creamy bronzers. I wanted to pit my foundations against each other, my Born This Way and my HD Glow. So let's get into that. I have two beauty blenders out. Let's get what's left of my sunscreen. We're going to crank through this because I have to go. But I wanted to talk to Barb and just mention, just lay down that skincare, and the milk would probably work. Is it the creamiest contour stick out there? I don't think so. But the thing about oops, I almost went on both sides of my face. All right, so what did I just put on? The top's off, so I know this is the HD Glow. The cool thing about the milk things, well, I guess not necessarily this, because you wouldn't put this on your lip, but like their blush, their cheek and blush sticks, kind of fun, right? So let's see. This also, actually, I'm doubling up on the SPF because the HD Glow, I'm pretty sure, has SPF in it. I'd have to double check, but I think it does. This one to me is light coverage, but you get that nice glow. And you know, I'm not always, I'm actually never really going for much more than light coverage and a little bit of glow, and then coming on top of it with a little bit of a creamy bronzer or blush or whatnot, the pops of color and the contour. I mean, that's what I strive for. Like, I don't even need much more. I do feel, where are we missing? Where are we missing? Let's go on the lids. Let's go on the lids. So I used a couple of serums. When I did my skincare today, I used my Fenty Fat Water Hydrating. I used this First Care Shawasu. I have a little bit left. It's called First Care. Got that in a Sephora 500 point bundle. That bundle came with 2 different serums. It came with the First Care, and it came with another one that I used the last of the other day. So I'm going with my Glam Station initiative, guys. I'm using stuff up and I'm throwing it out, or I'm repurposing the packaging. So I did the First Care with Shawasu. If I had extra money to spend, I think I might invest in that. Then I went in with some of my Guerlain little sample guys here. I used this Belle Royale. Oh, actually it was Nooks. Sorry. I used this Nooks Super Serum following the Shawasu. But before that, after I put on my Fenty Hydrating Toner, I went in with the Belle Royale Youth Water Oil, right? Because the oil and the essence comes after the toner, because those 2 particular skincare category products, that's what's going to soak in everything you put after it. So, you know, toner, your face oil or your essence, your serums, your moisturizer, your sunscreen, and you know, if you're going to use a primer. I did use a primer. Because I'm trying to use up these. I don't always use primer. I'm trying to use up stuff at my Glam Station. So this is the Guerlain 24 Karat Gold primer. All right, there it is. There's the HD Glow going on over there. I love it. Now let's go in with the new Born This Way. Let's give this a fair shake, shall we? Let's clean off the old back of the hand. How are we doing? Are we dragging on and on and on? How is everybody's weekend going? I played several hours of pickleball today, and I was just going to come home, quickly shower. Look, that's the Born This Way. I'm using a different beauty blender too. Anyway, the shades too, though. What do I got? 2Y20 and HD Glow, and the Born This Way is Snow. But anyway, I was just planning on coming home and showering and changing and going back out. I wasn't even going to wash my hair. But then I was like, you know what? Technically yesterday you can tell this is medium coverage, right? I got to blend my life away here, and it's less glowy. Yesterday was technically a wash and hair dry day, and I didn't do it. And I was like, you know what? Self, why don't you just catch up? So I dry the hair, and I thought, you know what? Why don't I just do a little something with myself while I'm at my Glam Station, hanging out, throw on the video, and let's talk a little bit about skincare, and let's talk a little bit about creamy bronzers and light versus medium coverage. Oh man, I still like the HD Glow. That's a nice HD, right? I don't even know. Maybe this is quite a damp. So now, because this is so damp, it's almost just taking off that. Here's a little bit more of the Born This Way. Maybe we could go over it with a little bit of concealer, but I think that HD Glow sits so much better on my skin. Well, we're not done yet, right? Do I look like a little ghostly over there? And you know what I was going to mention as well? I used this bounce boosting serum that I got in the Icon box from Ipsy on my neck, because some of these Guerlain products, and the Shawasu too, for that matter, these products that I were using, even though they're deluxe sample size, they are quite expensive products. And even though I am using my initiative to try and get rid of stuff, I don't want to just waste them. So I felt like I'm not using the good stuff on my neck just to go run errands. So I pulled that. I mean, I think that that's a great way to rotate through stuff too. All right, let's see. Let's go in with all these creamy bronzers, shall we? That's the Milk in the shade Baked. Where is the LYS stick? Kind of took a tumble on my station. This to me, again, is like the LYS in the middle is the creamiest that I have. I really do. I'd say my second creamiest would be this. So here we are with Laguna Light. This is the LYS, and then that's the Milk. So not quite sure how we're going to do this. Let's take a Stampy brush, and let's take a Stampy brush. Let's do the LYS. We're going to do that on the side where I did the Born This Way foundation. I just got it on there. It's so creamy. This is such a creamy formula. It's ridiculous. I like it a lot. I am gonna, if I make it through this stick, which I don't know why I wouldn't unless I quit wearing makeup, which probably isn't gonna happen. This is a repurchase for me. The Laguna Light bronzer is also a repurchase for me. It's for sure. I mean, I got sucked into this Milk stick, to be honest, because I wanted to try the serum. So I like these like bundles that brands put together with, you know, kind of minier size products, and but like multiple, so you can try more than one. I really get sucked into those. And I have the little blush sticks, and I was a sucker for sort of completing the collection. I was a sucker. So that's it. That's the story. Let's use the Milk on the other side just so that Barb can see. We're gonna draw here. I mean, it's not a dry formula. It is not. And what I said too, why not try it and take it back? You know, just take it back. Sephora has that 30-day return dealio. I do that. I use that too. But I mean, a lot of times when I go to Sephora, I go there on my lunch hour, so I walk. So it's like not a big deal. Like if I had to drive, say 20 minutes or something to return something, I would not be as, probably excited about it. Look at that Milk side though versus the LYS. I think it's obviously they're not the same shades too. So this whole like, look at this side, look at that side. We're not matching shades here. We need some on my lids. I would say if you're interested, Barb, and you go out there, go to Sephora if it's not too much of a hike for you. Get the Milk. I mean, you got to swatch them. This is again in the color Baked, which I think is actually pretty nice. Try it out. If it doesn't work, just take it back. Take it back. I used to say that about once the kids, I don't know, any older moms are out there can definitely relate to this, and younger moms just know it's coming. There's a point where, I'd say it's like 5 or 6, where kids are starting to get really independent, right? They can go to the bathroom. They can kind of entertain themselves. They can tell you if they're sick. They can pull their own suitcase even when they travel. And so that's the time, the sweet spot where you can start to take stuff back that you might have put on the shelf in your life to be a mom, when they were really little and they needed you. That was like one of my mantras as I came out of that early mom phase, right? And the kids were getting into more independent. They were listening better. And I was like, oh, I could play tennis one more day a week. Or I could, oh my gosh, I could actually sleep in once out of, a couple of the weekend days. Like it's just like, you take it back, take it back, take it back. Look for your windows to take it back. Don't self-erode. So anyway, take back that Sephora, stuff if it's not working for you. And if they're weirdos at the counter, like they were with me the other day with the Milk, like, oh, you didn't open it correctly. Oh, you want to exchange it? Okay, show me how you open it. She was totally expecting me to screw that up, but thankfully I passed the test. All right, we're getting here. I did not really want to go that long, but I did pull out some liquid blushes. I don't think I've showed you guys this. Maybe I did. This is the NARS Orgasm liquid blush. and I got it at Shoppers. It's very runny. I got it at Shoppers. I've had my eye on it. I was doing some bonus redemption. We didn't use? Yeah, this side. No, we never used the Laguna Light. This Laguna Light Creamy Bronzer, I like it. This is so, this is a liquid blush for sure, but it's so runny. It is really interesting consistency. It's not, I don't want to say goopy. It's not like I pulled out Happy by Rare Beauty, and you know, we've seen e.l.f. with these. I mean, we've seen this kind of, you know, it's almost like it's a lip, what do you call it? A lip oil, that applicator. This is they're both liquid. It's just the formulas are so different. This is so sheer. That Orgasm by NARS is just so sheer. It goes on so sheer. And this, you really look at how pigmented that is. You really got to blend that out. I'm digging the new one I got from NARS. Let's smooth out some of these edges, and I may just have to finish myself offline. I'm running, guys. I'm going to tell you something. I'm just going to be honest with you. My brushes might have never been this out of control. What's going on in the little basket I keep in my bathroom that has like my on deck to clean, have never been so behind. I don't know what's wrong with me. I gotta get in there and get them clean. I mean, I am definitely today. I've been just going through a lot of brushes this week, and I don't even know why. I guess I just figure, oh, there's so many of them. Let's grab a new one. But I am kind of really, really, really conscious about, let's get out the Charlotte Tilbury powder bronzer. I'm really conscious about keeping my brushes clean because I don't want breakouts. Nobody wants breakouts, right? So I would rather have like a gazillion brushes to clean than deal with possibly like breakouts because I'm just too lazy and I just use the same brush over and over. Just grab a new brush if necessary. Avoid breakouts. I had this on my lips earlier. It's just like it's a Clinique balm, simple, perfect. It's lip perfector. I knew it had the word perfect in there somewhere. Let's use a little bit of the 2Faced powder blush, because I used one size yesterday. All right, don't forget to have a fantastic rest of the holiday weekend if you're celebrating Memorial Day. And if you want to get in on the GenX Glam, I'm going to go in with my, this palette's almost seen the end, my 2Faced nude palette. If you want to do the GenX Glam giveaway, that thing's running until next Saturday. That's my garage sale too, June 1st. Did I tell everybody? I don't think I did. I rented tables. Did I tell you that in my last video? I've rented 6 4-foot tables. It cost me $40, and that's including the tax. I have to go pick them up on Thursday. And I'm going all in. I'm going all in with this garage sale. I'm super excited. Tomorrow I'm still off work because it's Memorial Day. So tomorrow's my makeup day. I did get through the kitchen like I said I was going to do. I got all the stuff out, put it on the table, sort, pile, decide. And we're looking like we're in really good shape. But got to get out of the house. Everybody's looking forward to me. I'm making stuffed peppers tonight. It's a family fave. It's a family fave from my childhood. It's actually like a family recipe. So yeah, that's going to be yummy. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you are well. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and welcome again to our new subscribers. And thank you so much to everybody that's been hanging out on this journey. I'll see you in the next video.